is like the
No,
third
no,
trash review.
LL got that. No, LL got that.
Okay. Okay, LL.
Definitely,
Yes, you're
LL.
right.
LL has that.
But Busta's a close
Well,
second.
what's the third? I don't think he has two bad. Well, no, you might be right. You might, yeah.
Because
But
Genesis,
you didn't like Genesis. I
Genesis,
thought Genesis was decent though.
yeah, I didn't like Genesis. I didn't like It Ain't Safe No More. We never talked about Back in My BS, but that's always a trash review in the making. Yeah, man. Damn.
You didn't like Genesis.
Nah.
Okay,
To this day, I never liked Genesis. I
that's
tried
trash.
to, but
Yeah, that was trash too. That was
yeah.
that was trash. He got like a good 3 or 4. That was bad.
But you're right. LL takes the cake. You're right. I love LL.
Wow. Yeah, I don't like LL. LL shit in the 2000s was not for me. This shit was terrible.
Shout out to Coogee. He said he loved this album.
And Coogee bugging. Where Coogee at? You can't like this album. This album is no good.
About to start in about 12 minutes. Shit. What up, Jalen? What's happening?
Jalen, what's good, bro? Where you been, yo?
We went from a 5-star review to a trash review, y'all. Only we can do it like that.
That's all you. Don't put me into this. If it was my way, we wouldn't be talking about this album right now.
Well, I did say I want to talk about newer albums. You can't just always be stuck in the 90s and 2000s and shit.
This is all you. This is all you here.
Okay.
Can't wait to hear it, bro. We gotta do that live stream we talked about.
Okay. Before I start, I gotta say rest in peace, Norman Lear. And let it be known, we talked about all of his most successful shows on this channel.
That part.
From All in the Family,
We didn't wait till this, and then you gonna see all these people talking about him after he dropped dead. We ain't do all that.
Good Times, Jeffersons, One Day at a Time. We got Facts of Life coming up in 2024.
Yep.
Let it be known, we held the legacy down.
Mm-hmm. One Day at a Time.
Yes. Hell, no, that's not a Norman Lear show. I messed up, but yeah, man. But he was 101
All
years
in the
old.
Family. Talked about
yes,
it.
Sir.
Huh?
He was 101 years old.
We did all that. Facts. Hey, he lived to see that. So
Yeah, Ray Sean did a dope review on Facts of Life too. Shout out to Ray Sean.
yeah, I didn't even know. Wait, Sean, you gotta
Yeah,
promote
man.
your live streams more, man.
Also, rest in peace to Ellen Hawley. She was a black daytime actress. She was like one of the first black African American actresses in daytime television. She was on One Life to Live, but she was not treated the best. That's all I'm going to say on that right there. Y'all can look that up.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Also, on my other YouTube channel, I did a Norman Lear compilation and stuff like that too on the archive. So y'all can check that shit out too. I remember as a kid, man, TV Land, every time TV Land turned on All in the Family, Sanford and Son, Good Times, I was always watching that shit. I didn't get into mod until years later and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. All the people that came under his camp, from Marla Gibbs, B. Arthur, Sherman Hemsley,
Right.
Kira O'Connor, you know what I'm saying? What's that? Red Fox, of course. You know,
Red Fox.
Television. When television will not be the same, it wasn't for this man right here. But I have to say this: he had help along the way from Eric Monti, Buddy Orkin, you know what I'm saying, Michael Moyer, who you guys should know. He was one of the creators of Mad with Children, too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, as much as I love Norman Lee, he did have some help along the way. Yes, sir. About to start in about 6 more minutes, y'all. So Diddy has just had another lawsuit and everything. So
What are they waiting for? Like, lock him up already. You know.
he finally broke his silence.
You see how quick they were ready to lock up Bill Cosby? They were ready to lock up Bill Cosby. Lock up.
Right.
Harvey Weinstein. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know, R. Kelly got a cellmate coming.
Right. Hey, yo, I left my charger in my car. Let me get that shit right quick. Yeah, that should lock his ass. It's not looking good, buddy.
You're playing. They're gonna. I told you they was gonna get him for something. If it wasn't gonna be the Tupac murder, they're gonna get him for this shit.
He's losing all endorsements.
I don't feel sorry for him. I really don't. No, but who wears Sean John anymore? Like, niggas was not wearing that. You know, they got rid of Ciroc. Niggas was not drinking that. Who? I don't feel sorry for him. I want Busta to see this shit. Like Sam, Jalen, Rayshawn, y'all send this shit to Busta Rhymes because he gonna get the worst album review ever for this shit. I'm not playing. I ain't biting my tongue for these artists, yo. If the album is whack, we saying the album is whack. Straight up. This album is no good. And if it was up to me, I wouldn't even be talking about this fucking album. But you know, Reg wants to do it, that's cool.
I'm back. Also, news too.
Jalen, you're not gonna like this album, bro. I'm telling you now. If you're not into drill rap and fucking trap and you don't want to hear your legends over shit like that, do not listen to this album. I'm telling you, it's no good.
Also, there's a lot of people not liking Andre 3000's comments and stuff like that.
I don't like what Andre said. I think he's full of shit, but I'm gonna give him a pass because he wants to do something different with his album, and I'd rather him do that than to say like, oh, I'm gonna try to appease to the drill rap fan base and trap artists and sound stupid on their tracks. He ain't do all that. But Andre's full of shit because it's like what is it? What is it, Andre? What is it? Which one is it? You go on Rick Rubin's show a couple years ago and you say, "Oh, I got writer's block." Oh, I don't know how to reintroduce myself to this generation. But you have no problem collaborating with Drake, collaborating with Rick Ross, with Frank Ocean, with Killer Mike. So which one is it? I'm confused. He doesn't like rap anymore, but he's collaborating still with rap artists. I think he's full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like he needs to reintroduce himself for this generation. Let this generation go back and listen to what he's done in the past, 25, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's still not rapping. He was on Killer Mike's album this year. And they got nominated for a Grammy for that song. So it's not like he hasn't been rapping.
Exactly. Because you have people like Lil Wayne and the Locks chime in.
Right. Right. He's done
And I know I
features
still have
for
to
the
give my
last
thoughts.
decade, bro. Bro, he's done features for the last decade. Remember, he was on Channel Orange. He was on Drake's
Yes, I know.
Take Care. He was on Rick Ross Three Kings. He's done features for the last 10 years, so it's not like he's not been rapping. Now, if you don't want to make a rap album, then you should come out and say it like, yo, I don't want to make a rap album no more. I'm gonna try something different. But don't sit there and say, oh, you telling Rick Rubin, I got writer's block. Oh, I don't know how to reintroduce myself to these kids. Oh, I'm tired of, I don't know, I don't like how rap is sounding now. Which one is it? It sounds like he's making excuses. That's how I feel. Like, he's
I
a
have
legend,
no idea.
but keep it a buck with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Because I can't even tell you what's the issue right now.
Lord.
I want Buster to watch this, Reg. Like, I really want him to watch this thrashing of an album review we're about to do, so that he can get it in his head. Like, yo, like I got to stay in my lane and not do this type of shit ever again. Because you saw how Eminem did it and it didn't work for Eminem. You saw West Side Gun did it didn't work for him.
Right.
I don't want to see my legends at 40 and 50 years old trying to do shit that these young artists are doing. It don't work for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they damn sure, if they like 14, 15 and they listening to their favorite drill artists, they damn sure not trying to do what you did, 30 years ago.
You're right about that.
They could care less about the history of the culture. They don't care. So why are you trying to please their crowd? That makes no sense.
I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna share it to a few more people and then we good to go. All right, let me pull up my notes. It's just and Busta done this before and stuff like that. You can like to jump in back of my BS and shit like that.
ain't do it like this though. This is epic, epic bad.
Oh, okay. This is a good one we can do for on this day in hip hop. I found a good one. I think. Hold on, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to go where to begin with this record and shit. Actually, no. Let's just jump right straight to it. I can't find a good record we can talk about.
Carter two.
All
Carter
right.
two came out. Carter two.
Carter 2?
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Say less.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right. What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
Yo.
All right. And on this day in hip hop, courtesy of Try, we're going to talk about Lil Wayne's The Carter 2 album, which we actually fairly recently done a review on a while back ago.
Yep.
This album came out December 6th, 2005 on Cash Money, under Young Money, under Universal. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a very dope album from Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? The Carter series was just, well, the first 3 Carters are my favorites. I'm just going to be real with you. I felt like she should have stopped after Carter 4. Carter 5 was okay, but it was a bit too long. And it kept getting pushed back and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But with this album, The Carter 2, this album was like so fucking dope and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Has my favorite Lil Wayne songs like Hustler Music and Shooter, you know, with Robin Thicke, which that song was also on his second album, The Evolution of Robin Thicke. That's people think that's his first album. That's actually his second album and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Fireman was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? This was around the time when he was calling himself the best rapper alive and everything like that too. And you know, around this time too, he was starting doing the whole mixtapes and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Which the whole mixtape culture was definitely blowing up by that time and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So this one was a very, very, very dope album from Lil Wayne. It's actually my second favorite album behind the Carter 3. You know what I'm saying? So, do you have any memories of this album?
Oh yeah, Carter 2 was this is dope. This is definitely one of his best albums. I mean, a lot of people say it's his best one. I love Carter 3 more though, but Carter 2, like we talked about it a couple months ago, was had like a lot of dope joints, Money on My Mind and The Mob, Shooter. Just a great album. You know what I'm saying? And this is the Weezy that I like. Like from Carter 1 all the way to now. Like this is the Weezy I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And the production was great. The songs, he had some features on there, but definitely a solid for 22 tracks. And he held it down mostly by on his own. Like it was definitely a classic album.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Hustler Music to this day, I still bump that shit to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
you got
said Carter 4.
Black Sheep Nonfiction was 29 years today. Just talked about that too. Black Sheep and Eminem Greatest Hits album, Curtain Call, that came out 18 years ago.
Okay, cool. Q said Carter 4 gets a lot of hate. Well, because it's bad, honestly.
It was alright. It wasn't great.
I did not like Carter 4, honestly. I mean, it was okay, but by that time, he should have just called it a day. You know what I'm saying? By that time, he should have called it a day. At least Jay-Z stopped that Blueprint 3. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
All right, let's get this over with, Try. So today's review we're going to talk about is Busta Rhymes. He came out with his recent album, his 11th album called BlocBusta. Oh my god.
Which is not. which is not.
First of all, when I think of Blockbuster, I think Blockbuster videos. That shit died. That shit died back in like '03 and '04 or some shit like
The
that. You know what I'm
title
saying?
is
So,
misleading. It is not a blockbuster. A blockbuster piece of shit. That's what it is. Not
oh
a,
my
a
god,
classic. When I think of blockbuster, I think of like Terminator 2. Men in Black, Godzilla. Like this is not a blockbuster,
the five heartbeats.
right? Did that come out in the summer? That didn't come out in the summer.
Well,
That came
I'm
out
just
summer.
mentioning movies, bro. I'm just
I'm talking
mentioning
about like
movies.
summer blockbuster movies. You know what I'm saying? But I don't
Oh,
think
oh,
when I look at this,
Independence Day.
first of all, the title is misleading and the album cover is garbage. That is the best he could do. Like Busta Rhymes was known for iconic album covers. When you look at, you know, when disaster strikes, I love that album cover. ELE, love that album cover. You know what I'm saying? Anarchy. Like he had like some iconic, post-apocalyptic, end of the world album covers. What is this shit? What is this? This look like a volcano erupting.
I don't know what to call it. Try. I don't know what to call it, but
Bad. Just lazy.
yeah. So this album came out November 24th, 2023, which it came out the day after Thanksgiving. Yep. On his label Conglomerate, which is under Epic Records. Singles album was known for Beach Ball, Luxury Life, Okay, and Legacy. Producers include Anadi, Babe Truth, Beam, Busta Rhymes himself, Cardiac, C Beats, Cool and Dre, Des Wright, DJ Khalil, DJ Ted Smooth, Phantom, Focus, Hitmaker, Cozy, Landstrap, Chip, Lovey, Mead Beats, Mike and Keys, My Guy Mars, Nami, Navi Beats. I could have sworn it was just supposed to be Pharrell and Swiss Beats, but okay.
Timberland, Pharrell, and Swizz. Yeah, they did two apiece, but they gave them shit.
Pharrell, Skip on the Beat, Scaife, Swiss Beats, Timberland, and Wheezy. Um, Not Lil Wayne. He's a producer named Wheezy. So gu- guest appearances include Quavo, Bia, Cool and Dre, Young Thug, Bliss, Young Blue, Cole Ray, The Baby, T Pain, Burna Boy, Swiss Beats, Blackway, JNR Coy, whatever, Chris Brown, Shancy, Gigs, Kodak Black, Murray, Clee, Trillion, and Ray, and also Big Tigger.
You hear that track listing? Do you hear that? Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Yo.
Hold on, let me shit. Oh my god. Like I gotta get myself ready for this one, bro. I gotta get myself I
All
gotta
the
get
albums
myself
he
ready
could have
for
talked about tonight, he decided to do this shit. Of all the
I
albums,
mean,
I could name like 60 other albums out there right now that's better than this.
nigga, you wanted to talk about this shit too.
I wanted to mention it. I don't care to talk about it because I love Busta Rhymes, but this album is bad. And he needs to know this album is bad. Like, don't ever do an album like this again. This album is terrible. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other albums we could have talked about. Do I gotta like run down the list? I have like a list of like albums that are so good than this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? AZ's album is better than this shit. Czarface album is better than this shit. Meek Mill and Rick Ross, and I never thought I would say Meek Mill and Rick Ross had a better album than Busta Rhymes. Their album is better than this. Larry June and Cargo, The Night Shift, better than this album. Conway and Conductor Williams, better than this album. I mean, we could keep going. Earl Sweatshirt and Alchemist, better than this album.
Yes.
Blocker
We
was
got
good.
some we got some heat coming up though, don't worry. All right. Wait, who you just said what's up to?
Blocker.
Oh, what's up, Block?
Vinnie Pass
What's up?
dropped a new album. That's better than this.
Well, I've never really been a big Vinnie Pass fan like that, so
I love it. Vinnie Pass album is way better than this shit.
all right. So last time we talked about Busta, we did the ELE 2. Well, we talked about we talked about everything except Back on My BS and Year of the Dragon. You know what I'm saying? So we also talked about all the leaders of the New School albums, Future Without a Past, and Time. All right, so ELE 2, I actually like that album. It's not touching the original, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's still a pretty great album compared to the last couple of ones he came out before.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so after the release of that album, you know what I'm saying? He was pretty much, he got into some controversy and stuff like that because he was talking about like he had to talk about the origins of hip hop and everything like that too. And this is like a thing that happened when like in 2021, talking about how he felt like the origins happened in hip hop in Jamaica and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much it didn't really sit right with like a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So excuse me. Yeah, he's to this day he's still kind of getting some flack for that. And also like also too, with TikTok being a popular thing, you know what I'm saying? Everyone wanted to do that challenge, the look at me now challenge and shit like that, which that introduced him to like a whole new generation, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, not a lot has happened with Busta between ELE 2 and Blockbuster, to be real with you. So I'm just
Yes, Onyx
naming
Onyx
shit.
album is better than this. I heard Onyx album. It's definitely better than this.
Hey.
I
Yes,
know that.
yes, honest one was better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he pretty much announced this album mid 2023, and originally he said that the album was supposed to have just been fucking what's his name, Timberland and Swiss Beats and Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? That was just supposed to be producing this album. You know what I'm saying? But of course, after reading the production credits, that's not the case and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then this album finally came out. Now I'm gonna be real with you. This is pretty much his TikTok album. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. And what's up, BJ?
He
And the
said
reason why I said
Busta needs to retire.
damn, yeah, because he pretty much wanted to cater to like a TikTok crowd. Because around this time too, everybody wants to do shit with like TikTok and stuff like that too.
So what happens if TikTok goes out of business tomorrow? Then what?
I don't know. I don't know
You
what's
piss
gonna
off
happen.
your. This is what I was saying when we did the West Side Gun review. You pissed off your core fans from day one to do something for TikTok for an app that might not be around for another 10 years. Why?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But still, I don't know. But yeah, so pretty much, this is a 2023 album, a mainstream 2023 hip hop album, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is the album cover right here. I fucking hate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the album cover. It just feels rushed. It feels kind of half-assed. ELE 2 album cover, at least that was pretty dope and shit, but
I
still.
love that with the skeleton. That was dope.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to just mention ELE throughout this whole fucking review and stuff like that too, but still, I don't know what happened and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So this album has 19 tracks, and we're gonna get started with the first one called The Statement. Um this one was pretty straight. I'm not gonna hold you. It's not the best thing because it had like a trap beat, and I felt like the trap beat was very generic, even for Busta Rhymes and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This was actually produced by Timberland of all people with Babe Truth. You know what I'm saying? And you guys should know I like Timberland, but at the same time, I feel like he's not really putting out his best shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You think?
I feel like what?
You, you think?
I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. But yeah. But yeah, this one right here was not really one of my favorites and stuff like that. What I got from this track too is just pretty much him just as a legend. He's acclaimed why he's like one of the greatest rappers of all time. His longevity in the hip hop game. So yeah.
Let me ask you, Reg. When you hear this shit, do you still think that Timberland, stuff with Justin Timberlake wasn't good?
It depends which stuff you're talking. If you're talking Future Sex Love Sounds, then yeah,
I'm
I
talking
fuck with that
about
one.
Justified, Future Sex, 2020 Experience. Those three albums.
Production wise, I mean, y'all should know I don't really fuck with Justified album like that. Y'all
But
should
I'm talking
know.
about the Timberland production though for those three Justin Timberlake albums. You still think those
Oh, they were 10
those
times better.
yes this don't even sound like a Timberland track, bro.
It does.
It don't sound like
It,
the Timberland beat. What happened to the kicks and the snares? I don't hear that shit. And the thing is, he worked on Brent Faiyaz's album the same time, and he gave Brent Faiyaz heat. But you working with a legend like Busta Rhymes and you give him this shit? This shit is bad, bro. Even for Timberland, like you know why Busta changed up and he got like 40 producers on his album because he realized like, yo, Swizz Beats and Timberland don't have it no more. I gotta do something. I gotta call up all these the 40 other producers for this album. You know what I'm saying? Even with Pharrell, I love Pharrell, but there's some shit, like the shit that Pharrell gave him on here is not good album. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So he had to call like 40 other producers. He's like, yo, I can't come out with no album with just those three producers because they falling off. At least with Timbaland and Swizz, they falling off. I can't recall like the last time I want to say Timbaland had a big smash hit was for Justin Timberlake. And Swizz Beats, we got to go way back to when DMX was alive. You know, Pharrell was doing this thing on his own. When him and Chad broke up, and he was doing Happy, and he was doing all that shit. You know, Hidden Figures and all that. He was doing his own thing. You know, we did shit for Daft Punk, and then him and Chad reunited. So I'm gonna give Pharrell just a little slack. But even with the shit that he gave Bust on here, it wasn't good. But this do not sound like a Timbaland beat. This was terrible. So I don't know what statement he was making, but it was we started off on the wrong foot with this album.
yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. All right. Next song we got is "Remind Them" featuring Quavo. I'm not even the biggest Quavo fan. I'm not even the biggest Migos fan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But this was like another decent track right here, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Just a braggadocious kind of track. You know what I'm saying? Love the energy. I love the energy and everything like that too. But yeah, it's pretty decent. And when I say something like it's decent on this album, my baseline is very low. That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't like it. I think it's garbage. Not a fan of Quavo. Not a fan of Migos. Don't like the song.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. Track number 3, Beach Ball featuring Bia. Yep, we're getting into the trash now. Yeah, this was a single. I think this was the first single. I
Yeah.
did not like this song. You know what I'm saying? It was like a summertime kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like Busta's flow on this one. I didn't like Busta's flow. This could have just been a Bia song, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't like this shit.
I think Bia killed it. I think Bia, and I know Bia from that when they had like that was it Sisterhood of Hip Hop reality show, and she was on there with like some
Yeah,
other females, and she got signed. She ended up getting signed to the Neptune's label, and they didn't do shit with her. You know what I'm saying? Now she's coming out, and I thought she was good on this song. That's really about it. It really should have been her song featuring Busta Rhymes.
right. Yeah, I'm not mad at you about that. All right. Next track we got is after that. It's called "Okay," featuring Cool and Dre, and Young Thug. I thought Young Thug was getting fucked in prison, but okay. Yeah, I didn't like this track. You guys should know my feelings on Cool and Dre, and Young Thug. I'm not a fan of either of them. You know, yeah, this was reaching for me. I didn't like this shit.
Yeah, this was trash. Don't like it.
Right, and Cool and Dre never made some good shit like that. I'm sorry. Like,
I
nah,
never cared for them.
he
They have the same sound like they did like 20 something years ago.
exactly. Next song is Could It Be You? This song features Bliss and Young Blue. This uses the same sample as that fucking Miguel song, All I Want Is You. A much better song, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a love song, wanting to have like a relationship and shit like that. I'm like, Busta, no, this is really not you and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? This is not. And even with the sample, it didn't really do that much with the sample. It's pretty much took the whole fucking song and everything like that too. And
Right.
that's pretty much one thing I hate. That's one thing I hate about sampling today, honestly, because it's like motherfuckers don't sample. They just take the whole goddamn
The
song,
whole beat.
put a
Right.
damn whole beat, put a whole trap beat or something like that. Have the same bridges, the same interpolation, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And Buster, and this is coming from somebody that has sample some of the most iconic samples and stuff like that too. The fucking
Right.
Gimme Some More, the fucking
Mhm.
Psycho sample.
Night Rider.
What's that one track? The Night Rider. Oh my god! Even though I
Mhm.
like the original version, the Al Green sample a bit more. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that was good.
saying? 'Cause that one, that one screams Buster. I like the Night Rider. I like the remix with the Night Rider sample, but
Yeah.
it was alright. It was alright. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I didn't like this track.
This is the Puffy formula. Puffy did this. You know what I'm saying? Where he would take a beat and all he would do, he would add some strings. Maybe he would, extend the bass line. Puffy been doing this. At least I think if Busta had did the whole album like this, where you took familiar beats and you rhymed over them, then I would have understood it. But to take a song that Miguel and J. Cole made into a smash hit from Miguel when he first came out, I didn't understand why would you want to take it in for yourself and then rhyme over it? Because he did that more than once on this album, and I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought it was lazy production. It was lazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that Buster never did that. So I didn't understand why he chose this album.
I don't understand either. But like I said, this is a 2023 rap album. A lot of motherfuckers do that shit in 2023. Take a classic 90s or 2000s R&B song, rhyme over that shit, and act like they're doing something different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, next track, Luxury Life featuring Coi Leray. This was actually produced by Swizz and Busta Rhymes. I'm not gonna hold you. This is actually my favorite song on this album. But even with this song too, it uses the 7 minutes of funk sample, which has been used famously by EPMD and of course Jay-Z and Foxy Brown. You know what I'm saying? I actually fuck with Coi Leray. I actually fuck with her. I just feel like she's not marketed as well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And plus, with her being Benzino's daughter, that also caused a lot of people to like look at her sideways because Benzino's a fucking piece
Mhm.
of shit. You know what I'm
And
saying? But
he's mad at
that's
Buster because he's mad at Buster because he's blaming Buster for how she was dressing scantily clad in the video. So all of a sudden now it's Buster's fault that your daughter looked the way that she do.
oh, not it's like now you want to be a father, right? Now you want to be a father. Okay.
Right.
No, because like she even went on an interview. I'm not trying to be funny, but she
Mhm.
went on an
I saw
interview
it.
talking about how he was a piece of shit father and stuff like that too. So I kind of felt for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But this one right here is another braggadocious song. Them talking about like the high life, the luxurious life and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I told you this. I feel like Coi Leray kind of saved the song in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She definitely did a thing on this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like I said, she definitely did a thing. Buster was cool too. I just felt like he was kind of lazy with this one and stuff like that too. I don't want to hear Buster Rhymes sing. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear Buster sing and
Right.
everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because pop another bottle, pour a couple of shots, cause we're gonna spend whatever. Luxury life, free living over the top. I was like, the chorus is good. I like the chorus, but if
Right.
you guys listen to Ain't No Nigga, I ain't hear Jay Z singing on that song.
No.
I ain't hear Jay
No.
singing.
Nope.
Hell, I wouldn't mind if Carla Ray sang on it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind, but nah. This one right here was a no. I mean, it's my favorite one, but again, it's mostly for the guest appearances.
This might be the the most listenable track on here because they took a familiar beat, but they didn't top Jay-Z and Foxy. Jay-Z and Foxy made that a classic record. By no means did they make that better than Jay and Fox, but it's listenable. You know what I'm saying? And I actually liked, Coily Ray's flow on this. And the thing is, I listened to her album and she didn't sound like that on her album. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But she sounded like that. She sounded better on this record than anything on her album. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow.
And maybe before they made it, Busta told her like, "Yo, I want you to listen to Jay and Foxy because you probably wasn't born when that came out, and I want you to we gonna go back and forth." You know what I'm saying? And I think she did her thing on this with Busta, but
Yeah.
by no means is it better than how Jay and Foxy did it.
Right. Because the shit Jay and Foxy was doing, man, that was a top tier collaboration in my opinion. And honestly, it's not even one of my favorites from Reasonable Doubt, to be real with you, but listening to this track, it just made me love it a bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, Next track we got is Big Everything featuring the Baby and T Pain. So this is gonna be the part of the review where I just say Lord have mercy because and I have three other songs I'm gonna say Lord have mercy too because
Right.
I don't it's like you know me, I'm not a big baby. I don't like the Baby, aka Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because the way because if you remember that show Courage the Cowardly Dog, classic show, where Courage wants to explain some shit to Muriel and Eustace, he's like, it's like what the Baby. That's how he raps and shit like that too. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And again, I have nothing against T Pain though. T Pain, I have nothing against him, but why T Pain and shit like that? You know why T Pain? You know, because that
I
whole
never cared for you.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't like what he said too about the Tupac and stuff like that. He said some shit about Tupac a while back. To show that I didn't like what he said, but I mean, when it comes to T Pain, his first three albums, I bumped them sometimes and shit like that too. I'm more of a three wings kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? But after Three Wings, I just didn't really care for a lot of his shit. Plus, he was going through like a lot of label issues, and then he had like a lot of industry issues too. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. But yeah, I did not like this track, Big Everything. You know what I'm saying? There was this one line I had to laugh.
Mm.
Motherfucking, they said, "We see y'all and most of you niggas is b-balls and straight total recalls. You won't understand this shit we on. Fuck around, buy the bar, get your drink on. The owner, he'll fuck me. He'll let me smoke my little reefer with you. Drink yak and tequila. What you drinking? You drinking it straight or you need some ice. I look like I just walked out the freezer. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me with that shit, nigga? I walk out the freezer. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bitch? Act your fucking age, nigga. Like, come on, man. This,
Man.
this this is some shit. This is some shit I would expect from like what's that nigga name? What's that one rapper name and shit like that? 21 Savage or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, Buster, come on now. See, it's just laziness.
Mm-hmm. And there's a video for this that just came
Oh,
out.
that makes it even much better.
There's a video for this that just came out. So this is the latest single,
That makes it even
right?
much better.
And you know what beat they rhyming over to, right?
That sounds so familiar, but what is it?
That's Bun B Get Throwed from the Trill album.
See, I believe it or not, I've never actually heard that album. The
That's a
first, the
classic
first one,
album.
the one from
That's a
'05,
classic
right?
album. Yeah,
Yeah, I never heard that record.
that one was fire. Yes, that's track 3 on Trill, the Get Throwed on beat. I think Jay Z was on that. I think Jeezy was on that. Yeah, that they rhyming over again. Like he's jacking people's beats and he's rhyming on them. He's done this more than once on this album. And it was
Wow.
already great when Bun B did it. Why do you feel like we need to take that beat and rhyme over it? With T Pain, I never liked T Pain. Don't have none of his albums. Never cared for him. I think he's overrated as fuck. You know. And who else is on it? Young Thug, the Baby.
No, your baby. Yeah, the baby.
Don't care for him. I just think it's just laziness on Busta's part with this whole album. You know what I'm saying? And it's no good.
Yeah, I don't care. But you know what's crazy? The worst is yet to come.
Right? Oh man.
Next song, Roboshotter featuring Bit Burner Boy. Oh my fucking
That
god.
title, that title
Lord,
is
I thought he was speaking Chinese on this fucking record because he was like, I kick a boy face off like we played soccer. I got it like white you call it Cindy Lauper. I hope you don't front Duke meet your baby mother. I fuck your bitch more than you. You're a baby father. But the way he was rhyming, it sounded like a robot. Like he's trying to rhyme like a robot, but it sounded like he was speaking in Chinese or some shit like that. I kid you not. Like I'm like, what the fuck am I even listening to at this point, nigga? Like, man, the fuck up. Burner Boy, I like Burner Boy, but nah, nigga, no. Like, man, the fuck up.
Burner
Like,
Boy
come on, man.
couldn't even save this track. I like Burner Boy, but
Actually,
even him couldn't save this track.
that's your fucking age.
I told you, bro. This is becoming a thing now where you have legendary legacy artists trying to do what the new school is doing, and they can't do it. There's a reason why 21 Savage and Little Uzi Vert and the Baby and Young Thug do what they do. That's for their core, or that's for their young audience. That ain't for us. And if it's not for us, why are you trying to be like them? You know, it's almost like when you in school and you at the lunch table and you want to sit with the cool kids because they don't think you cool no more. So you want to sit with the hot the hot quarterback in school and the prom queen and shit. Stay at your own table. Why are you trying to be like the cool kids of right now? You know what I'm saying? It don't it This is like, yo, if you thought West Side Gun album was bad, this is worse than West Side Gun album. I told
I
you this
rather
shit when I heard it. I'm like, yo, this is worse than West Side. I didn't think nothing could get worse than West Side Gun's album, and Busta proved that to me. This is worse than West Side Gun's album.
this is a
You know what I'm saying?
travesty.
Bro, like it's just laziness from beginning to the end, and I don't understand. It's like you really look. He took like 11 years to come out with ELE 2. He took 11 years, a whole decade to come out with that, and that was to me was a good sequel to the original one. You know what I'm saying? But what happened here? It was like he got those accolades and the flowers for that, and then he said, you know what? I'm gonna come out again with a new album, and this is the shit that he gave us. He could have stayed away for another decade if it was gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? But he can't do what Nas do. Not Nas is special for that one reason, because he's 50 years old, dropping quality grown man rap with Hit Boy. Not everybody could do that. They even said that. I said he is the only one from his era to come out at 50 years old and dropping quality grown man rap. Nobody else has done that. We're still waiting for LL to come out with this album with Q-Tip. Where is it at? It's already December. So where's the album at? Nas is special. Busta Rhymes is not Nas. I said this shit, yo. Like I told you, I'm like, bro, this might be the worst. Like him and Westside Gun is the worst two albums of the year, easily, easily. The fact that the fact that you heard Lil Wayne and Two Chains and you want to discuss that over it, what does that tell you? Do you mean to tell me Two Chains and Lil Wayne have a better album than Busta Rhymes? Meek Mill and
I've
Rick
heard that.
Ross have a better album than Busta Rhymes?
Kill
That's
him,
crazy.
Kill him,
That's
Mike
crazy.
too. Kill him, Mike got a dope album.
I expect that from Killer Mike. I'm talking about, artists like Two Chainz and Meek Mill, who I don't look at them as on Busta Rhymes level. And they have better albums than Busta Rhymes. If you had told me that at the beginning of the year, I would be like, yo, you're on fucking crack. You're on crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, Can you imagine? It's not good. I don't care who he got on it. Pharrell. That's supposed to be the selling point. Look, I got Pharrell, I got Timberland, I got Swiss Beats, and two of them, in my opinion, fell off a long time ago. A long time ago. Timberland fell off a long time ago. Swiss Beats fell off a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the sticking point to get people to listen to the album or to buy it, then they're gonna want their money back. Some of these titles are horrible. Roboshotter, what the fuck is that? What is that? Yeah.
Blocker said actually from 2012 to 2020, it's an 8 year. Oh yeah, because he did announce it like as early as 20.
He had like what, those little mixtapes? That wasn't great. And then in between that time, he had gotten assigned to Cash Money. They didn't know what to do with him. Why would you be on Cash Money anyway? You know what I'm saying?
Chris
They didn't
Brown
know
was
what to do with him.
yeah. Chris Brown was also on Cash Money at that time too.
Huh?
Yeah, Chris Brown was also on Cash Money that
Chris
time
Brown was
too.
on? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like this shit. Next song, Tings. Yeah, I didn't care for this one either. This was a Pharrell beat again.
Is this the one? Is this the one with the chick?
I think so. Yeah.
It was okay, but I don't think like Pharrell can't do Caribbean music. Like if you producing something for Beanie Man is one thing. But you like if you wanted Caribbean music, why not go to the people that do the Caribbean music? You're Caribbean. It's not like he hasn't done stuff with dancehall artists in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you getting Pharrell to do a Caribbean song for you? I just think it wasn't good.
All right, next song. Next song is the return of Mansa Musa featuring Swiss Beats and Blackway. Lord have mercy. Now you're trying to do the whole Michael Jackson, Mama saying, Mama son, Michael son.
Bro,
Now you're trying to do one.
it's like he just sampled
What
that
is
part
going on?
and made it into a track.
The fuck is this shit? Whoa, I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more.
Yo, you know what? When I heard this song, when I heard this, this was like he's trying to do a sequel to Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See.
That's what makes sense. Yo,
yeah, because of like the way that Swiss Beats did the beat, and it's like it has like a Afro beat sound. He's trying to do a sequel to that shit. And then he sampled the Michael Jackson thing. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, leave the classics alone. Why are you sampling Michael Jackson shit? For this, it's not even a great track to sample that.
And mind you, Michael Jackson wasn't even originate that Mama saying, Mama saying, Mama son.
Right. I'm like, bro, like, no. Swiss Beats, he wouldn't have been on my list for any album.
Why you think that's doing something, nigga? You think just because he has Swiss Beats and shit like that?
But in the teaser trailer for the album, that's what he kept saying. Like he had Timberland, he had Swizz, he had Pharrell saying, "Oh, like we produced this album." They only did 2 tracks a piece. They didn't produce the whole album, so they already misleading the public. They didn't produce the whole 19 tracks. They only did 2 tracks a piece, and all of them were garbage. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sticking point to get people to listen. Like, look, I got Tim, I got Swizz, I got Pharrell. They producing the album. They didn't produce the whole album. You got like 40 people on this album.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to fucking say anymore. Mind you, we have a halfway. We're halfway at the point. All right. Next song is "Stand Up" featuring Jan A. Coy. This time they're sampling the Coolio Gangsta's Paradise Choir and
I didn't
stuff
know
like
that.
that too. First of all, rest in peace, Coolio. You deserved way better than this shit because this is I don't even this is just bad nigga like
Coolio, Coolio rolling in his grave right now, yo.
I
Oh
can't
man,
see stuff like living in the gangster's paradise. Oh man, like what is next? What y'all gonna sample? Well, y'all gonna sample the Mamacita song like one, two, three, and Mamacita? Well, that song
no.
Macarena song. That's the song. What's next? Y'all gonna sample that? Y'all gonna sample "Been Around the World"? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wait, Puffy
That's already
already
been
did that.
done. That's
Yeah, but still, my point exactly. They literally took the whole fucking song and shit like that. But you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not even gonna say it.
yo. There is no way. There's no way that Busta Rhymes heard this album and said this shit is gonna be one of the best of the year. There's no way. There was no way he heard this type of song and said, "Yo, this shit is fire." We sampled Coolio Gangsta's Paradise. There's no way,
Who is
unless
his
he was high on
friends?
drugs. There's no way you could be in the studio and hear this shit come on the speakers and say like, "Yo, this heat."
Where was his friends at this moment? Where was his team
Bro,
at this moment? Did they hear this travesty of an album? 14
there's
people
no
watching.
way. There was
Wow.
no way. I'm telling you, there's no way. 19 tracks. There's no way you can hear this shit from mixing it to mastering it and saying like, "Yo, my album is one of the best of this year." Not when you got Magic. Not when you got Magic 3 that's out there. Not when you got Michael. Not when you got The Great Escape, Larry June and Alchemist. There's a shitload of other albums that's better than this. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you still got Benny dropping before the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? You still got that his release coming out. There's no
Where
way.
was it?
Nah.
Anyway, next joint we got is "Open Wide" featuring Chris Brown and Shensi. Believe it or not, sorry about that. This one was pretty okay, a decent song. You know what I'm saying? Um, didn't really write anything for. I just said it was decent.
This is the one with the Jamaican chick. This was okay. I could see this as a single, but is people gonna care? You know what I'm saying? Like at this point,
Right. I don't even know. Next track we got is where we at right now? Hold Up. Hold Up features that is actually a solo track. Look at that. Trash.
yeah.
It's trash.
The very little solo track that he have on here was not good either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a guy that was known for his solo. He don't need to do a whole album of features. He did albums where he could hold down an album by himself. You know what I'm saying? The one solo track he got on here is terrible. What happened?
I don't know. Um Next song is The Hive featuring Gigs. Um I didn't like this shit either.
No, I
You
didn't
know
like
what
it.
I'm saying?
I'm not a
I
fan
don't
of
know who
gigs.
Gigs is. To be honest.
That's the
Who's
the
Gigs?
dude from London. He did shit with Drake.
Oh, that makes it even much better, right? Okay, great. All right. Next track is called Homage, featuring Kodak Black. Um, yeah, I didn't like this song either. And it's crazy because Kodak Black, he did a dope shit with Kendrick on that Mr. Morales album. I don't know what happened here. He just getting a lot of these. You said what?
He and Kendrick.
Right. Next song we got is Legend featuring Moray. Oh Lord. I didn't like either. I didn't like this one.
I don't even know who some of these people are. Like, I've never heard of a lot of these cats on here.
Then we got Slide. All I'm gonna say about this song was he used the mystical, the Watch Yourself sample, the Shake Your Ass sample and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I got so tired of that fucking song. I mean, if I'm at a club and that song comes on and I got some ass in front of me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna enjoy the moment, but give me Juvenile's Back That Ass Up any day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But
that was a great song.
That was when Mystical was on J Records and he was doing like a lot of stupid shit at that time and stuff like that too. But that's another story for a different day.
I didn't like it.
All right, and then we got Legacy featuring Clay, Trillian, and Ray. Are these his kids?
That's his kids. Yeah, that's his kids. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Well, I hate to say it, but I don't like the song either, man. I mean, I don't like it. I hate to say it, I don't like the song either. I don't. The beat was just bad. I mean, with all due respect, I didn't care for his kids rapping on this song. With all due respect to Busta.
I'm gonna tell you. I think this is the best song. I think this is the best song on here. I think this is the best song on here. Get the fuck out! Luxury, what's it called? Luxury Life or whatever. The shit with Coy, that was cool. I think this is the best song on here. I'm gonna tell you why though, because I like the fact that he had his kids. His kids are artists, supposedly. He's been doing interviews. He put them on here for a reason. His kids are artists, and he said like he wasn't just gonna throw them on his album if they sounded whack. So it took years for them to actually develop to where they at now, where they can be on their father's album. But I thought it was cool. I thought it was a dope song, and he's talking about, that this is the first time ever, like he has like what 5-6 kids. The first time ever that they all been together, like in one room. Like they've never been together at all. Like that's
not my problem. Shit.
Oh, I know, but he's saying like because he's had more than one baby mama and he's had issues with them, that since like he's gotten older now where he's at a place of peace and he's happy and he wants his whole family together, and this is the first time ever that all his kids have been together.
Well, I tell you,
think about that. They're all grown now. They're all in their young 20s. This is the first time ever that all of his kids have been together. They've never been together before, right?
Well, I tell you what, Screaming Jay Hawkins. You remember that singer, the dude who made that song? I Put a Spell on You.
Right.
Guess how many kids he had allegedly? 75 kids allegedly. You will see them motherfuckers making a goddamn band and shit.
There's no way.
That's all I'm saying.
75 kids? When did he start? From birth? There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, that's all.
That's a good rumor.
I put a spell on that vagina and shit like that. Got you fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hood rumor. There's no way. There's no way.
That's why I said allegedly. Allegedly.
Where did you hear that from?
Nigga, I read. I watch documentaries.
75 kids? No, they don't have 75 kids. No.
I put a spell on you.
He would have died just making a kid. No, there's no way.
That's why I said allegedly.
That's a hood rumor, like you hear about. If you scream Bloody Mary in the mirror and shit. No, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's an urban legend. But I like the fact that he bought his kids. He took it like from what he's saying that it took time for his kids to develop to where he could feel safe to put them on the album,
I don't give a
right? And he's
fuck.
talking about it, and he said, I got my. This is the one song on this terrible album that I'm quoting any bars from because he was lazy with the bars on this album. This is the one song that I'm quoting. He said, "I got my kids together, sisters and their brothers. Everybody happy though. I wasn't speaking to their mothers. Shit getting better while you still fighting, boo. After party popping, all my baby mothers invited to." So he's at a place now where he can be cordial to his baby mamas because he couldn't be for so many years, and that was part of the reason why like the kids don't know each other. Like they would always ask him like, "Daddy, when am I gonna meet my
Oh,
sister? When am I gonna meet my brother?" He can never do it. But
well,
now
I'm gonna
he's in a position. Huh?
no. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
No,
Go ahead.
but I'm saying now he's in the position. But this is what he's saying. He's saying that now he's in the position where they're all grown up and he's wiser now, and there's no beef with his baby mamas that he can all have them together. So I this is the one song minus the legacy joint, the luxury joint that I felt like was good.
Well, I'm so proud of that kumbaya moment, but honestly, and I might get some flack. And if you guys unsubscribe me, I don't give a flying fuck. Y'all should be careful who y'all put your dicks into before y'all have a future relationship because
That part too.
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. God, how many kids did Roger Troutman have? You don't see all them little bastards making fucking music and shit like
Bro,
that.
I have
You don't see all them
people that I
bastards
went
making
to,
become Jack the
bro. I got
Five.
homeboys that I went to school with, and they sit up there and they bitch and complain like, oh, my baby mama taking me to court for child support again. Why the fuck did you lay down and have 3 kids with this same woman that you bitching about? Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? If you can't stand this person, why are you continually laying down with them and making kids? That makes no sense to me.
Right. I had to put that PSA right there because I didn't mean to say bastards. I love Roger Troutman. I shouldn't have said that shit. Rest in peace, Roger. But I'm just speaking in the moment because I'm sick and tired of these little. I'm sorry. I have to pause the review for this shit. I'm sorry. I have to do this.
He's
I'm sick and
ranting.
tired,
He's on
y'all.
a rant right now.
I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers that go around sticking their goddamn dick in every goddamn pussy and every goddamn vagina and shit like that. You have motherfucking kids. You have all these fucked up kids because y'all so fucking dysfunctional and shit like that. And the next thing you know it, and this is a gag, and this is a fucking gag right here. You disrespect your baby mama and shit like that too. You disrespect the mother of your motherfucking kids. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. And again, I'm not. I get it. I get what Busta. I get what Busta's trying to say. It's nice to have all his kids. It's a special moment. I get it. Right. Because especially if you guys realize in the earlier part of his career, he had a I think he had a stillborn like around the early part in his career and shit like that, back like 91, 92, right. One of them years and shit like that. I get it. I fucking get it. But if you had all these problems with your baby mama and shit like that, it's your motherfucking responsibility if you want to be in a kid's life or not. Don't be in a fucking kid's life and fucking up your fucking children and stuff like that. Fucking up your fucking legacy.
He's saying that he admitted he's saying that the reason why he never let nobody in his personal life was because of that. Because he was young, he was wilding out, sleeping with different women, and I think because he's older now, he realizes his mistakes, and this was part of the mistakes that he never could get his kids in the same room together. So now that they're grown up and they're doing music, he's putting them out there. He's putting them out there, and it's the first time that they all been together. That's what he said. Like he did an episode with Angela Yee on her podcast, and he said the first time they were all together in the room was the night that he won the BT, he got the BT award, the tribute award or whatever. And when he was back at the hotel and they all watching John Wick 4, they all were watching it together. That's never happened in his life, where they all went together.
Well, I never had kids, so I might not understand that moment, but I don't give a flying fuck. I'm sorry, I don't give a flying fuck. I'm just being fucking honest at this point. I'm just being fucking honest. You know what I'm saying? Because I respect it. I fucking respect it. But still, it's not my it's not my fault if you have baby mama issues and shit like that. I'm just saying.
Right. Hey,
That's
bro,
why.
you
That's
you're
why
talking to
I do
you're
my.
talking
I
to
do my
somebody. You were talking to somebody that grew up with just a single parent in the household. You're saying I didn't meet my dad
shit.
till I was 14, and me and him have nothing in common. So I totally understand, and that's why I say people do not take relationships seriously in this day and age. Just like they just sleep around with whoever, they get whoever pregnant, and they don't give a fuck about the kid at the end of the day. And then
Man, I fuck
when they want to enter the kid's life in their teens, and the kid don't want to have shit to do with you, then what? You can't blame the mother for that. That's not
right.
on her. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
like
I totally understand. Like he fucked up when he was younger, and he's making up for it now.
and I get it. I respect it. Like I said, I respect it. But you know, yeah, I fucked a lot of women in my life. You don't see me getting everybody pregnant. I'm just saying.
You gotta be
You don't see
careful. Don't end up like him.
shit.
You have all the little Reggies in one room 20 years later.
Like I'll tell you what. I ain't gonna have kids till I'm in my 50s. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh,
Shit.
I'm done. I'm done with satisfying these fucking bitches. Yes, I said bitches for today because a bitch pissed me off today. I'm done satisfying everybody and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. When I fuck, I motherfucking fuck. I never got a girl pregnant. My pull-out game has always been fucking strong because I know the
Thank
fucking
you.
game.
Thank you
I
for
know,
admitting that.
I know the fucking game at this point. Shit. That's why I fuck
Yo,
older women who've been through menopause,
wow.
got the tubes tight. That way, I won't have to get a girl pregnant. I don't give a fuck. Whoa! You want me to sugarcoat that shit?
I hope Lashia don't watch this. I
Who? Man,
hope Lashia's not watching
I
this
don't give
shit.
a fuck about Lashia. Like Lashia, my girl, Lashia, my homegirl and shit like that. But she knows how I fucking roll and
Oh
shit.
man. Oh
Shit.
man. I hope
That's
no
why my
female is
plug.
watching this right now.
I don't give a flying fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. Shit. Let me tell you something. My pull out game is the best out of everybody I fucking know.
Wow.
All these motherfuckers are getting these girls pregnant and then they have baby mama issues, nigga. I'm still here. I'm still Reg. Ain't no kid coming
Or
after
you
me.
can just take the safe route and wear a condom, and we don't have to do the whole
I mean,
pull-out thing.
I wear condoms too, but raw sex is much more better. I know. Shit. But anyway, we have one more song left because yeah, we gotta finish up this album.
Yeah, I'm done.
Next
It
then we
been
have
done.
If You Don't Know, Now You Know Part 2 featuring Big Tigger. I want to say this is like he did a song on Back on My BS where he had Big Tigger and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it was like an interview kind of. It was like an interview kind of thing. I'm trying to find out what the name of that song is because, like I said, I heard that album one time. I kind of back in my memory and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. If you don't know, now you know. Big Tigger. It was on the back of my BS album. Which, believe it or not, that's a song I actually did like, but I didn't like the beat on that one, and I still don't like the beat on this one. Big Tigger, I fuck with Big Tigger. You know what I'm saying? Rap City. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him on that shit. But yeah, I would have just listened to the original one. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Well, I didn't hear that album, and I don't care to hear it. And this was not good. It was like a Rap City. It felt like a Rap City interview on Whack. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why do you have this as the last track? Big Ticket wasn't needed for this. Like, why? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if you wanted to do a different intro than that shit that he did with the statement, why then put the Big Ticket on the intro? But to end the album off, I didn't think it was needed.
you're right about that shit. Oh man, wow, this is not a good album, man. This is not a decent album. This album is just pure filthy. Like I never understood why motherfuckers can't just stay in their lane. We live in an age where a lot of veterans
Mm-hmm.
drop to quality, like Nas,
Right.
Killer Mike,
AZ.
you know, AZ,
Mm-hmm.
Starface.
Yeah. Czarface, yes.
I had high hopes. I had high hope because I love me some ELE too.
Yep.
It's not the best thing since ground up soup, but I love me some ELE too. And if you guys are African, you know that motherfucking reference and shit. You know what I'm saying? But oh my god. And then I can't even blame the production. I blame Buster too because he was just fucking lazy. You know what I'm saying? I would rather listen to Genesis. It ain't safe no more. I can't believe I'm motherfucking saying this shit.
I'm not saying that.
I can't believe I'm saying this
I'm not saying
motherfucking
that
shit.
because it ain't safe no more was bad. Like I still don't like that album.
Well, to this day, that's still his worst album. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
no,
Wait,
no, it's not.
wait a
No,
minute,
it's
wait a
not.
minute, wait a minute. No, I take that back. Fucking
This is his worst album.
you know what? This is his worst album. I'm
This
not
is
gonna
his
hold
worst
you.
album, easily.
Yeah, fuck it. This is his motherfucking worst. This I don't give this no mics. Like, wow, I don't know what to say. I'm just keep your damn kid at the studio. Anyway, it's on you, Troy.
Bro, bro,
What?
man.
What?
Just when you thought it could get no worse, like a West Side Gun album, at least with that was what 21 tracks, and there's only like maybe 10 out of the other 11 that I liked. But when I heard that and I thought that was the worst album, this beat that. This beat that. So just when you thought it could never get any worse, just listen to the Busta album and then listen to the West Side Gun album. Two, they both
Right.
bad to me. They easily the two of the worst albums of the year. Curvace was good. This album is bad.
What's
Just
up,
when I
Cavase?
and I it ain't safe no more was bad, and I still don't like that album. There's maybe like 3 tracks on there that I can remember that was good. That album was bad, and at that time, that was his worst album. Back on my BS, I totally skipped that because I didn't like what he was coming out with anyway. Those singles, you know what I'm saying? But this album here trumps both of those albums easily.
Right.
The
Right.
production is bad. Why do you need 40 producers on one album? He's never done that. He said albums where it was various producers. You had Knots and you had Dilla, you had Swizz, you had Diamond D. He said albums where it was an assorted producers, but they all gave him heat. He got 40 producers on this, and all of this shit is bad, including
Right.
Timberland and Pharrell, and I love Pharrell. But nah, the beats that Pharrell gave him on here is not good. Timberland, 2 beats were terrible. Swizz, same thing with him. And then it's like the laziness with the rhymes. He's never done that. He's never done that.
Walking out the
He,
freezer.
I can't every Busta Rhymes album I heard, any feature, he brought the ball. He was like, when you talk about features, he was the guy to get on the feature. You know what I'm saying? The guy, whether it was scenario or flavor in the year remix, whatever, he was the guy. Something happened with the lyrics on here. There's nothing on here other than the song that he did with his kids that I quoted. That's it. Everything else, there's nothing of hip hop quotable on here. You know what I'm saying? And then like taking beats like from Bun B, you taking beats from Jay, you taking beats from what was the other one he did? The other what was the other? Yeah, you sampling Michael Jackson and shit. You taking the Miguel beat. Those already hit records for those artists. I don't see how Busta can make it better. Because if that was the case, then he should have just did a whole mixtape and you rhyming over, different beats that people know, that people like. But this is a whole album. It's not even a mixtape. This is like an official retail album. And you gave us 19 stinkers, 19 garbage tracks. You know what I'm saying? And all of these, from the moment I saw the track listing, and I'm like, he got Young Thug and he got the baby, and I'm like, this is going to be a garbage album. And I thought maybe he would have proved me wrong because maybe he would like what he did with Corley Ray, and he got her to rhyme different on the Luxury Life because she don't sound like that on her own album. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking like maybe they're gonna like switch their style to fit Busta's album, but it was totally the opposite. He literally tried to cater to their fan base. And their fan base don't give a fuck about Busta Rhymes. They don't know scenario. They don't know
Right.
flavor in your ear. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear boom bap. So why would you want to cater to a fan base that don't give a fuck about your legacy? That makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So again, like when you see Eminem switched up his shit and he tried to all that garbage he was doing, revival and kamikaze, trash. West Side Gun, same thing with him. He wanted to cater to drill rap and trap, garbage. Same thing with Busta.
Right.
This is becoming a thing now. I'm at this point when we hear like legacy artists from back in the day and they want to do shit with drill rappers, I'm just not gonna listen to their albums. It's a waste of time. We wasted a whole hour and 20 minutes talking about this terrible album. You know what I'm saying? So this is zero mics for me. Like I said, like there's at least 60 albums, if not more, that's better than this album. Like I saw somebody mention, I think it was Antoine mentioned Czarface's new album, Artificial Intelligence, phenomenal. Love that album. That's one of the best albums of the year, easily. AZ, Truth Be Told, solid album, better than this album. Killer Mike, Magic 3, Larry June and Alchemist. There's a whole bunch of albums that's better than this shit. So at the end of the year, when we do that list, this album and West Side Gun album are gonna go down as two of the worst rap albums of the year. For me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if Busta Rhymes was watching. I would tell him himself, like, yo, this album's not it, Busta. You fucked up on this album. Like ELE2 was good. You know, you took a whole decade and a half to come out with that. That was good. That was a solid sequel to the original. But you fucked up. Once you got those roses for that album, you said, yo, I'm going back in the studio. And you know what the fucked up thing is? He re-released ELE2 and he got bonus tracks on the deluxe edition with this type of fucking shit on here. And it wasn't needed. You already had like 25 tracks on ELE2. So he felt the need to go back and release a deluxe edition and give us some drill shit on here, on that album. So it's more like a carryover to this album. I'm like, this is not Busta, bro. You know what I'm saying? Busta gave us classics like The Coming, When Disaster Strikes, ELE. I Love Anarchy. I think that's underrated. He gave us 4 solid albums, and then the 2000s hit. He got shaky with Genesis. It Ain't Safe No More was terrible. He did bounce back with Big Bang. That was great. The Aftermath album. And then he fell off again with Back on My BS. But this album is his worst by far. His worst album of his discography. If you don't believe me, listen to the album. Listen to all 19 tracks. I know Block ain't hear it. Block, if you don't believe me, listen to this album. And come back and tell me. I'm not, no bullshit. This is his worst album ever. Lloyd Banks' album was fire too. Yes, that's definitely on my list for the one of the best albums of the year. Definitely better than this shit.
Right. But you know what? I'm gonna end this off right here. I got some shit I gotta fucking do tonight, and I feel like breaking some shit in a minute. Um, so let me get some shit down. So tomorrow, originally I wanted to just do the new edition Christmas album, but I just realized it's an EP. So I'm gonna do a little something different.
It's an EP.
We're gonna yeah, I thought it was an album.
How many tracks is on it?
6.
What? I thought it was more than that.
I thought it was more than that too, but it's not.
You talking about the was it Christmas All Over the World or some shit?
Yes.
And they're like in the Christmas Ball.
Yes.
I thought that was a whole album, bro. I remember having that on cassette back in the day. And I'm thinking it's a whole album. I didn't know it was 6 tracks.
Yeah, it's 6 tracks. But I'm gonna also talk about the new edition All for Love album with the Christmas album for tomorrow because I am in a new edition kind of mode and everything like that too. And it's not gonna take us that long. And speaking of new edition, my homeboy Ant, he wants to talk about the One Love album and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to him about that.
That album,
Oh,
y'all trying to get me in trouble, bro.
I
I
mean,
love New Edition, but yeah, that album is, oh man, yeah, we gonna go on that album too.
they went from New Edition to B2 and B2
They went
Edition.
from they went from New Edition to 112 Light. You know, Awful Love. I actually got Awful Love on vinyl, so we definitely could. What time you doing that tomorrow?
Oh, midnight tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got my work schedule too, so I gotta iron out some shit. I know we still gonna do the DuckTales review next week and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? That's a show I can't wait to talk about.
Nah, we
'Cause
didn't.
this,
We didn't talk about Obi. I don't think we talked about Obi Trice yet. Did we? We didn't do Obi Trice
no,
yet.
we did it. No, we did it.
Obi Trice. I have his first album. That one was great. I definitely enjoyed that one.
I think I got his first album too. I think.
That was good. Was it Cheers?
Yeah, yeah. Obi nice though. He nice.
Yeah. See, I would have preferred to talk about his album tonight than Busta.
But yeah, man.
And it's not even about. It's not even about. I don't want people to watch this and be like, "Yo, we're trashing Busta." Busta's a legend. He's easily for me top 10 all time. You know, he contributed a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we have to be honest when our legacy artists drop crap, whether it's Eminem or LL Cool J or Busta. You know what I'm saying? Like even the new artists, and I love West Side Gun, but that album was not good. That album was not good. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like I love Busta, but this album was not good. I would be lying to myself if I said all of these, all the whole 19 tracks was fire. Because I know it's not. Andre get a pass because Andre he chose to do some other shit. Like I said, I think he's full of shit, but he chose to do some other shit and he didn't come out with a whack rap album because if he did, then everybody would be on his ass. If he stayed away for 17 years and Andre came out with a whack rap album with, especially with these type of artists, then people would be on it. And I would say the same thing. But he chose to do something different. So I'm giving Andre a pass for that. But Busta he's from the old school. You know what I'm saying? He's from that cloth. There's no reason why you should have 19 songs and you got 40 producers. 40 producers? He's not even promoting the album the way it should be. Like he's telling people it's Timberland, it's Pharrell, and it's Swiss Beats, and it's not all of them. They only did 2 tracks apiece out of 19 tracks. You got 40 producers, you got a whole bunch of trap and drill artists that your core fans, your older fans like myself, is not gonna fuck with them. And their fan base is not gonna fuck with you like that. They're not gonna go back and listen to Leaders of the New School. So why? I don't get it. Like what to sell records? He already did what he already sold records. He don't need to sell records no more at this point. What to get a Grammy nomination? that it has to be one of those things. Because why else are you doing it? And Antoine said Andre. I think a lot of people feel like that. Like Andre's album made them go to sleep, or it's like, mood music for them. I mean, if they like it, cool. I didn't. I heard it. That's not for me.
I actually loved it, but I
You
need to do my
loved it,
review.
but
Yeah.
you know what? There's people that feel like if you having anxiety, it's a good album to listen to. If you got anxiety or you having a bad day at your work or whatever, you throw that on. If you want to smoke to it, cool. That's why I say I give him a pass because he didn't come out with a rap album full of shit after 17 years away. So he get a pass. Busta Rhymes know better though. He know better.
I felt like killing somebody and I listened to the album. The album saved me.
The album saved you?
I feel like killing somebody, but the album I listened to the
for the Busta album or the Andre album?
No, the Andre album.
Oh. But I give Andre a pass for that. But I still feel like he's full of shit though. I'm like, there's no reason you can sit up there on CBS Morning News and say, "Oh, well, I'm tired of rap. I can't do it no more." But you've been doing features for the last decade. You did shit with Drake. You did shit with Rick Ross, Frank Ocean, Killer Mike, and they got a Grammy nomination for that song. Well, which one is it? Are you tired of rap, or you just don't want to do a rap album? If you don't want to do a rap album, then cool. You know, just say like, yo, I want to do something different. I'm taking my music in a different lane. That's cool because there's many artists that's done that. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit up there and lie and say like, yo, oh, I'm tired of rap. I don't want to do. I don't like the state that rap is in because the state of rap is in a good place. 50 years of hip hop to this year. I mean, we're celebrating the legacy. We're celebrating Outkast as well. You know what he said in that interview? Oh, I don't want to be celebrated. That's what he said. He said, I don't want to be celebrated because I don't want to look back. I want to keep looking forward.
I've heard that from many people before.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but okay, let's say next year Rock and Roll Hall of Fame wants to induct Outkast. You're not gonna accept it because you don't want to be celebrated? Come on, bro. Like, what are you doing this for then?
Everything's capping now.
You know, like it's bullshit that he's saying. I'm like, bro, like I wasn't born yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You can't pull the wool over my face, man. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? If you don't want to be celebrated, why are you doing this? You know, and I get it. If he doesn't want to rap no more, cool. If you want to take your music in a different direction, cool. But you've been doing collabs with rap artists on rap albums for the last decade. It's not like he been doing collabs with jazz artists or with pop artists. He been doing collabs. Rick Ross is a rapper. He was on Rick Ross album. Drake, you was on Take Care. So this double talk that he's doing, I'm not buying it.
Right. But other than that, also just an FYI, the Sunday Artist Sunday, I'm gonna postpone that to Monday because I have some shit I gotta do Sunday. I gotta go to Kuji's baby son's birthday thing, spend some time with family.
All right.
So I'm gonna push the Salt and Pepper Brandy review to Monday. So we might have 2 reviews on Monday. I'm not too sure yet. Because there is an album I do want to talk about. It's a jazz album I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And I want to also talk about the AZ album at some point.
That's a good album.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit I want to talk about before the year is over and stuff like that. I'm just trying to narrow everything down because I don't want to overwork myself too because I don't want to do all that shit.
Ray said he's here for the AZ joint.
So I guess I gotta listen to AZ joint then. Okay.
Yes, you should. I would hope you do. I would hope so. You listen to this garbage. I hope you better listen to that AZ album.
Well, when you had told me about the AZ album, I was going through an episode. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
that's all I'm gonna
say.
Yeah,
AZ album was good. Yeah, well, I don't expect nothing less from AZ. I don't know what the fuck happened to Busta Rhymes. I don't expect nothing from less than
even AZ's quote unquote weakest album, 9 Lives, which I fucking love. I will listen to that over.
Love that.
I love 9 Lives. 9 Lives was fire.
Who is saying that it's a weak album though?
There are some people who said because it was a bit too commercial and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was still street. Because you gotta remember, he was supposed to have originally came out with the Sosa album,
right,
and stuff like that too. But that was just like a street album. I think he had some label issues around that time too, because they wanted him to do some mainstream shit. But Asiatic from 02, that's a very, very, very underrated album. I love Asiatic.
Mm-hmm. Now, Live is fire. I like it, and they didn't promote it, but I like it. You know, the joint he did with Foxy, the joint he did with Beans. I think Joe's on that album. We got the Problems joint. Yeah, Problems at Night. That's a fire album. I loved it.
Right. Other than that, bro, I hope you have a good night and everything like that too. And I hope y'all took what I said with a grain of salt about the having kids with anybody and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So hope y'all have a good night. Peace.
All right.
Stay black.
All right. Salute.